hopefully not chasing around any wildebeest. So thank you.
Vegas Golden Knight fans, the wait is over. It's time for the first 8 picks. Let's get things started with Catherine Tappan and Darren Millard.
They already know what they're doing here, Darren.
They're mid-season form.
Yeah.
They already know who to boo.
They do.
And who to cheer.
Well, we certainly know the two gentlemen to our left are deserving of a lot of the cheers. As Chairman and CEO Bill Foley and the architect, General Manager George McPhee. So without further ado, let's get to that first selection, and it is from the Colorado Avalanche. Bill, will you do us the honors?
The Golden Knights from the Colorado Avalanche select Calvin Pickard, goalie.
Pickard comes from a family of goaltenders. Calvin Pickard's older brother Chet was selected in the first round of the 2008 NHL draft by the Nashville Predators. Pickard played in 50 games last year, assuming the starter's role for the Avalanche after an injury to Semyon Varlamov. He owns the Avalanche record for longest shutout streak by a rookie, and he's coming off a silver medal winning performance for Canada in the recent World Championship. Calvin Pickard, goaltender. History is the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next pick of the 2017 NHL expansion draft will be from the Vancouver Canucks, and it is George doing the honors with this one.
From Vancouver, Vegas Golden Knights select Luca Sbisa.
Luca Sbisa was only one of 2 Vancouver defensemen to have more than 100 block shots and 100 hits. He had 130 hits and 122 block shots, each good for second on the team. He speaks 4 languages, and he was actually traded twice already in his career for Hockey Hall of Fame member Chris Pronger and Team USA center Ryan Kessler, as it is Luca Sbisa coming to the Vegas Golden Knights, the newest member of the team.
The next pick, the third selection of the 2017 NHL expansion draft, will be from Arizona. Bill with a Coyote selection.
From the Arizona Coyotes, the Golden Knights select Teemu Pokkanen, forward.
Pokkanen registered back-to-back 30-goal seasons with Grand Rapids of the AHL in 2014-15. With Jokerit of Finland in 2011, Pokkanen recorded 36 assists, breaking the Jokerit team record once held by Teemu Selanne. He's played parts of 4 seasons in the National Hockey League. Teemu Pokkanen, the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next pick of the expansion draft will be from the New Jersey Devils. George, make your next selection.
From New Jersey, the Vegas Golden Knights select John Merrill, defenseman.
John Merrill had 6 goals in his 4-year NHL career. 3 of them are game-winning goals. Although he grew up in Michigan, he was born in Oklahoma City. He's one of 5 players from Oklahoma to make the NHL and has already played the second most games at 216 among that elusive group. And it is John Merrill, the defenseman from the New Jersey Devils, who is your newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
On to Buffalo and the Sabres selection. Bill Foley.
From the Buffalo Sabres, the Vegas Golden Knights select William Carrier, forward.
Carrier was part of the return Buffalo received when it dealt Ryan Miller to the St. Louis Blues at the trade deadline of 2014. The power forward plays left wing. Carrier scored 73 goals in 227 games with Cape Breton and Drummondville of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. We have a trade connected to this pick. It's a little close to Commissioner Bettman's speech at the draft, so I'll try and add some distance there. We have the Vegas Golden Knights acquiring a 2017 6th-round pick, also from Buffalo. And while we have the general manager, George McPhee, with us up here, we know there's going to be more trades to come. Just take us through the genesis of an expansion draft and making these deals.
Well, in some instances, the managers were interested in influencing who we would select with draft picks and prospects that would be good for our future in exchange for leaving certain parts of their roster intact now. So we were open to doing that, and with respect to Buffalo, there were 2 players in the end that we really liked. and Buffalo had interest in influencing us to go in one direction to protect a certain part of their roster. So they gave us a 6th-round pick, and we'll see a lot more of this as we go along. That's probably the simplest example, and some of the others are a little more elaborate.
Yeah, we appreciate that too.
Well, I hope you can sort it out, because I can't remember.
We're going to do our very best. All right, let's get to the next pick of the expansion draft. It will be made from the Detroit Red Wings. And George, you do the honors.
From the Dallas Stars, the Golden Knights select Cody Eakin.
We will skip ahead to the Dallas Stars right now and go to Cody Eakin, because that one is out there. Eakin's the son of Grant Eakin.
All right. Well, we're going to go right to Dallas. Why not? Let's talk about Cody Eakin.
Dallas.
We'll go back to Detroit.
Just kidding.
You guys, you worked so hard to keep this thing tight.
Yeah, you can do Dallas now.
Since
So
2014.
once again, Dallas, the Golden Knights select Cody Eakin again, twice.
Dallas Eakin's a good face-off guy. No player taking more face-offs than Cody Eakin took, over 4,700. He posted career highs with 19 goals and 40 points in the 2015 season, scoring 6 game-winning goals, including 2 in overtime. Cody Eakin from Dallas is a member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
All right, let's go back to the Detroit Red Wings now and rewind a little bit. George, please do the honors and tell us who you have chosen from the Detroit Red Wings.
From Detroit, the Vegas Golden Knights select Thomas Nosek.
Tomas Nosek, undrafted, led the Grand Rapids Griffins, Detroit's affiliate of the American Hockey League, in scoring during the 2017 Calder Cup playoffs. The Griffins won the championship. He had 10 goals and 22 points in 19 games. And in his final year in the Czech Republic, in 2013, Nosek had led the team in scoring, 19 goals and 44 points in 52 games. The next pick of the 2017 expansion draft will be from the Florida Panthers. And George, we'll send it back to you.
From Florida, the Vegas Golden Knights select Jonathan Marchessault.
After scoring 8 goals in his first 47 games across 2 seasons with the Tampa Bay Lightning, Marchessault scored 30 in 75 games during this past year with the Florida Panthers after signing as a free agent last year. During the 2011 Quebec Major Junior Hockey League playoffs, while playing for Quebec, he scored 33 points in 18 games. He became the first player in league history to lead the league in playoff scoring during that time. And in addition to Jonathan Marchessault, the Vegas Golden Knights have also made a trade, acquiring Riley Smith from Florida, in addition to a 2018 4th-round pick. Riley Smith has scored 15 or more goals in 3 of his first 4 seasons in the National Hockey League. He's the younger brother of Brendan Smith, by the way, a defenseman with the New York Rangers. He won Boston's 7th Player Award back in 2013, which is given to the Bruins player that has most exceeded expectations. So a little bit of everything here with the Florida Panthers, a trade, a pick, and there you have it.
And a little bit of offense. The final selection of this round, the opening round of the 2017 NHL expansion draft, will be from the 2012-2014 Stanley Cup champion Los Angeles Kings. Bill with the Kings selection.
From the Los Angeles Kings, the Vegas Golden Knights select Braden McNabb, defenseman. And he's here.
In his first full season with the LA Kings back in 2015, McNabb recorded 22 assists, 3rd among all defensemen on the team. He was named the Kings' best newcomer. And he's out now. The final season with Kootenay of the Western Hockey League. He finished 2nd among defensemen with 51 points. He is the newest member of the Golden Knights, the first you meet in person, Braden McNabb.
Great jerseys, too, guys. How about the uniforms? Excellent. All right, the Las Vegas Golden Knights have made their first 9 selections. Let's take a look and recap exactly who they are getting. And it started with A couple of trades as well, but even a goaltender. Vegas's first reveal was Calvin Pickard of the Colorado Avalanche, now one of the goaltenders headed to the Vegas Golden Knights. So the team just starting to take form here in Las Vegas, and much more to come as we will continue the NHL expansion draft and the NHL awards.
This city has been.
From Carolina, the Vegas Golden Knights select Connor Brickley, forward.
Brickley has scored 49 goals in his first 3 seasons of play in the American Hockey League with San Antonio, Portland, and Charlotte. He won a gold medal with Team USA at the 2010 Under-18 World Hockey Championship. Connor Brickley is now a member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next pick for the expansion draft will be from the Winnipeg Jets, but first a trade, Darren.
We do have a trade to tell you about. The Winnipeg Jets working on something with the Vegas Golden Knights. A 2017 fifth-round pick goes from Carolina to the Vegas Golden Knights, so it's another acquisition of a draft pick for the Vegas Golden Knights and George McPhee.
Now let's get to the next team, and it's the Winnipeg Jets, and I believe, Bill, you're going to do us the honors.
From the Winnipeg Jets, the Golden Knights select Chris Thorburn, forward.
Back in December 2015, Thorburn passed Ilya Kovalchuk for the most games played in franchise history. 8 of his 52 career goals are game winners, and he has compiled at least 70 penalty minutes in 9 of his 10 NHL seasons with the Winnipeg franchise. So it is Chris Thorburn, the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights, and there's more involved with this selection, and it involves a first-round draft pick. We'll have the details of that coming up later on. Yes, the fans love that.
In our final segment of the night, we have some Flyer fans in the house tonight. The next pick of the 2017 NHL expansion draft from the Philadelphia Flyers. George?
From Philadelphia, the Vegas Golden Knights select Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, forward.
From just outside of Paris, Bellemare is the 9th NHL player to be born in France. Bellemare's 5 assists tied for the lead for Team France at the 2014 World Championship. He scored the shootout winning goal in an upset of Canada in the preliminary round of that tournament. France's first victory over Canada in 83 years. He was named an alternate captain of the Philadelphia Flyers in March. One of the stars of the World Cup of Hockey last year, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, is a Vegas Golden Knight.
The next pick of the expansion draft will be from the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it is Bill making that selection.
From the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Vegas Golden Knights select Jason Garrison, defense.
Garrison holds the Panthers' record for goals in a season by a defenseman, the 16 that he scored back in 2011-2012. He unleashed his powerful point shot to score 9 power play goals this season. Last year with the Tampa Bay Lightning, he averaged 18 minutes and 33 seconds of ice time, a career-high 16 goals. Scored the first 3-on-3 OT goal in NHL history. And in addition, the Vegas Golden Knights also make a trade in this deal. They acquired Nikita Gusev, a 2017 second-rounder and a 2018 fourth-round pick. Gusev was selected in the 7th round. He is 24 years old. Last season, he had 71 points in 54 games. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights, Jason Garrison.
That guy can shoot. New York Islanders are up next. George, they had one of the more interesting protected lists. The New York Islanders picked to you.
From the New York Islanders, the Vegas Golden Knights select J.F. Berube, goaltender.
Berube has appeared in 21 games over the last 2 seasons for the Islanders, making 13 starts. He was the #1 goaltender for Manchester, the American Hockey League. He won 65 games, posted a .913 save percentage in 2015. In the 2015 Calder Cup playoffs, he posted a 13-3 record, backstopping the Monarchs to the American Hockey League Championship. There's also a trade attached to this selection. The Vegas Golden Knights acquire from the New York Islanders Mikhail Grabowski, forward. Defenseman Jake Bischoff, a 2017 first-round pick and a second-round pick in 2019. That is 3 players, 2 draft picks for the Vegas Golden Knights in their pick from the New York Islanders.
The next team for the decision-making process for the Vegas Golden Knights are the Nashville Predators. Who's your selection?
From the Nashville Predators, the Vegas Golden Knights select James Neal.
Well, you knew that was coming. James Neal of the Nashville Predators is now a Vegas Golden Knight. He has scored at least 20 goals in each of his 9 NHL seasons, including a career best 40 with the Pittsburgh Penguins in 2011-2012. He was a key cog for the Nashville Predators this year in their Stanley Cup run, and you can take a look at the list of accolades for James Neal. Played in the Stanley Cup final most recently, and general manager David Poile has to part with this tremendous player as he is now the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
To our second playoff team, the 2017 Stanley Cup postseason in this expansion draft, the Calgary Flames. George McPhee with the Flame selection.
From Calgary, the Vegas Golden Knights sign Vegas resident Derek Engelland.
He should be a fan favorite. Engelland has already played parts of 2 seasons here in Las Vegas, manning the blue line for the Las Vegas Wranglers of the East Coast Hockey League in 04 and 05. He has lived in the Vegas area for the past dozen years. He made his NHL debut for Pittsburgh in 09. He played a career-high 81 games last season for Calgary, scoring 16 points and averaging 18 minutes. Las Vegas, one of your own, Derek Engelland.
Let's recap the first 2 rounds of selections that they have made so far, starting with, of course, the Colorado Avalanche early on, and a number of key players coming here, including Cody Eakin and Jonathan Marchessault of the Florida Panthers, as well as Brayden McNabb, who we welcomed earlier tonight. James Neal headlining that second list there. The forward, formerly of the Nashville Predators, is now a Vegas Golden Knight. And we have so many more picks to get to and much more excitement coming up from the NHL expansion draft here in Las Vegas.
Up next, we celebrate the men who make it all happen when David Harbour from Stranger Things hands out.
Down so far for your Vegas Golden Knights, and a lot of picks so far. By the way, this team will open up their home opening game will be here in T-Mobile Arena on October 10th. So the first 16 choices, 5 defensemen, 2 goalies, 2 forwards. James Neal headlining it from Nashville. Jonathan Marchessault, he scored 30 goals last year. He too is a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. So things are starting to shape up here in Las Vegas. Let's continue with the selection. And Bill, give us your choice from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
From the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Vegas Golden Knights select Brandon Leipsic, forward.
In 2013, playing for the Portland Winterhawks of the Western Hockey League, Leipzig scored 120 points in 68 games to lead the Canadian Hockey League in scoring. Leipzig scored his first goal in his NHL debut with the Toronto Maple Leafs on February 13th against Ryan Miller of the Vancouver Canucks. He comes from an athletic family. His mom representing Canada as a gymnast in the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. From Toronto to Vegas, Brendan Leipsic, part of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next pick of the 2017 expansion draft will be from the Boston Bruins. So, George, who is your selection?
From Boston, Vegas Golden Knights select Colin Miller, defenseman.
Colin Miller was drafted by the Los Angeles Kings in 2012. He played a key role when their American Hockey League team, the Manchester Monarchs, won the Calder Cup in 2015. He had a rare double dip, by the way, in the All-Star game last in 2015, the AHL and the NHL. He won the fastest skating competition and set a record in the hardest shot competition, over 105 miles an hour. So it's Colin Miller, the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The Ottawa Senators supply the next pick. Bill, your choice from the Eastern Conference finalists.
From the Ottawa Senators, the Vegas Golden Knights select Mark Mathot.
I think Sydney's the only guy not cheering right now. Product of Ottawa, Mathot was obtained by the hometown Senators on July 1st in 2012 in a trade with Columbus that sent Nick Foligno to the Blue Jackets. He was a physical presence for the Senators in their run to the 2017 Eastern Conference Final. His 80 hits, an average of 4.4 per game, second in the postseason. Now a member of the Vegas Golden Knights, veteran defenseman Mark Mathot.
The next selection for the expansion draft will be from the San Jose Sharks. George, who is it?
From San Jose, the Vegas Golden Knights select David Schlemko, defenseman.
And Schlemko signed as a free agent with San Jose in 2016 after a career year with the New Jersey Devils, where he established himself really as an NHL regular. At 30 years old, he's played 9 NHL seasons. He scored 6 goals and added 13 assists as a member of the New Jersey Devils. But now it is David Schlemko, the newest member of your Vegas Golden Knights.
St. Louis is next to the 2017 NHL expansion draft. Bill, your selection from the Blues.
From the Blues, the Vegas Golden Knights select David Perron, forward.
You like offense, do you? Perron scored 18 goals this past season, tied for 4th on the St. Louis Blues while playing in all 82 games. He scored a career-high 28 goals as a member of the Oilers. He played in the NHL Young Stars game as part of the All-Star Weekend in each of his first 2 seasons. David Perron, St. Louis to Vegas. He is a Golden Knight.
The next pick for the expansion draft, the New York Rangers. George, who is it?
From the Rangers, the Vegas Golden Knights select Oscar Lindberg, forward.
He scored 4 goals in his first 3 games as a New York Ranger to start the 2015-16 season, and he became the first Rangers rookie to score a goal in each of the first 3 games of the year, and the first rookie in 24 years to score in his first 3 games as a New York Ranger. There are his numbers, his previous team, and 48 points in 134 regular season NHL games. Oscar Lindberg, the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
It is Edmonton's turn. Bill, who do you take from the Oilers?
From the Oilers, the Vegas Golden Knights select Griffin Reinhart.
Reinhart was selected 4th overall in the 2012 NHL draft by the New York Islanders. He's part of an accomplished hockey family. Griffin is the son of Paul Reinhart, who played 10 seasons in the National Hockey League for the Flames and the Canucks. His older brother Max was drafted by Calgary. His younger brother Sam, 2nd overall by the Buffalo Sabres in 2014. Griffin Reinhart, big hockey family, takes his act to the Vegas Golden Knights.
And the next team to select from the Montreal Canadiens. So, George, who is your pick from that team?
From Montreal, the Vegas Golden Knights select Alexei Emelin, defenseman.
During his time in Montreal, Alexei Emelin was the 3rd leading scorer among Montreal defensemen behind PK Subban and Andrei Markov. He is a 2-time winner of the Gagarin Cup, the championship trophy for the Continental Hockey League, and since breaking into the league, he has averaged just over 3 hits per game. A very physical player, a gifted player, and of course Alexei Emelin, now the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
People in Las Vegas know that there's many layers to this process of getting a National Hockey League team. And Bill, you haven't stopped smiling the entire time tonight as you've revealed your picks along with George. So just give me your emotions as you sit there tonight and unveil your roster.
I feel like we have created a great team initially, and we can grow from here. It's been hard work, and really tonight's the culmination of 5 mock drafts and our actual draft. It's been a fantastic experience, Darren.
And not a lot of sleep as well in the last 48 hours for you too. So let's recap exactly what's happened so far with the Las Vegas Golden Knights. 24 players on the roster so far. 2 goalies have been chosen. 6 trades have occurred. The runner-up Stanley Cup final, the Nashville Predators, they lose James Neal, an offensive threat there, and a number of key playoff contributors have also been taken in this draft. But we are not finished yet. Guess what? The Stanley Cup champs are on the clock as well. Who are the Vegas Knights going to select from the Pittsburgh Penguins, as well as George McPhee's former team, the Washington Capitals? He's going to take a player from them. It's all coming up next when our coverage continues at the NHL expansion draft.
We are now up to
Season of the Vegas Golden Knights. The home opener here inside this building on October 10th at T-Mobile, and a number of key players headed this way. A huge selection of draft picks. This team is going to be good not just now, but also in the future. Lots to look forward to, including the final selection. So, Bill, please tell us who you're going to choose from the Anaheim Ducks.
From the Anaheim Ducks, the Vegas Golden Knights select Clayton Stoner.
In the 2015 season, Stoner, a defenseman, played in a career-high 69 games for the Ducks. His 128 hits in that regular season were most among Anaheim defensemen. He's one of 4 NHL players born in Port McNeill, BC, making the NHL, including Greg Fox, Rob Skurlak, Willie Mitchell. So Port McNeill has a new favorite team. There's also a trade attached to this selection. Vegas, you also get Shea Theodore from the Anaheim Ducks. Recalled on April 2nd, Theodore became an important part of the Ducks' run to the Western Conference Final. 8 points in 14 games. He was a key member of Team Canada's success in the junior level, winning gold medals at the Ivan Holinka in 2012 and the 2013 Under-18 tournament, as well as the 2015 World Junior Championship. A couple of players, a forward and a defenseman, come from the Anaheim Ducks for the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next selection coming from the Minnesota Wild. And George, who is your pick?
From Minnesota, the Vegas Golden Knights select Erik Haula, forward.
Erik Haula has improved in his goal-scoring total each of his 4 NHL seasons. He had a career best 15 just last year. He played college hockey at the University of Minnesota. At the time, he was only the 2nd player born outside of North America to play for the Gophers, following Thomas Vanek. So Haula coming to the Vegas Golden Knights, and we are not done just yet. In addition to Haula, the Vegas Golden Knights make a trade, acquiring Alex Tuch in exchange for a 3rd-round pick in the 2017 or 2018 draft. And Alex Tuch, an impressive forward, selected 18th overall by the Minnesota Wild in the 2014 draft. So a number of key players headed to the Vegas Golden Knights.
Like watching the coaches and the managers when this is announced. They're all trying to break it down, figure it out, what's going on. The next pick in the 2017 NHL expansion draft will come from Columbus. Bill, your selection from the Blue Jackets.
From the Blue Jackets, the Vegas Golden Knights select William Karlsson.
Karlsson is a penalty-killing specialist. He played 132 total minutes shorthanded last season, the 2nd highest total by a Columbus forward. Karlsson won gold and silver medals while representing Sweden at the World Junior Championships. And we also, along with William Karlsson joining the Vegas Golden Knights, have a trade connected to this selection. Vegas also acquires David Clarkson, plus a 2017 first-round pick and a 2nd-round selection in 2019 from the Columbus Blue Jackets. And remember earlier, Catherine, in that 2nd block of revealing these names, said there was a trade that we couldn't tell you about then. Here it is. The Vegas Golden Knights dealing with Winnipeg. Vegas acquires Winnipeg's 1st-round pick in 2017. The Jets' 2019 3rd-round pick. The Golden Knights send Winnipeg the 24th overall pick in 2017, previously acquired from Columbus. All of that in front of William Karlsson, who becomes a Vegas Golden Knight.
Stockpiling their picks, this Vegas team. I like it. All right, let's get to the very next selection from the Chicago Blackhawks. George, who do you have? Ooh.
From Chicago, the Vegas Golden Knights select Trevor Van Riemsdyk, defenseman.
A huge applause, and rightfully so, for the defenseman, formerly now of the Chicago Blackhawks. He made his Stanley Cup playoff debut in 2015 in the Cup final against the Tampa Bay Lightning. He won that season with Chicago. 3 of his 8 career NHL goals are game winners. He is a native of New Jersey, the younger brother of James Van Riemsdyk of the Toronto Maple Leafs. It is Trevor Van Riemsdyk, the newest member of your Vegas Golden Knights.
2 teams remain. Up next, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins. Bill Foley. Turn the boos to cheers.
From the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Vegas Golden Knights select goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury.
10 days ago, Fleury won the Stanley Cup for the third time with the Penguins. Pressed into duty to start the 2017 Stanley Cup playoffs because of injury to Matt Murray. Fleury played the first 15 games, earning 9 of the 16 wins as the Penguins claimed the Stanley Cup. Marc-Andre Fleury leaves the Pittsburgh Penguins. It was on this day, June 21st, 14 years ago, Marc-Andre Fleury was selected first overall by the Pittsburgh Penguins in the NHL draft. 14 years later, he becomes a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. There's also a trade attached to this. The Vegas Golden Knights also acquire a 2020 second-round pick from Pittsburgh. But the story is Marc-Andre Fleury, a three-time Stanley Cup champion who has only ever played for one team in the National Hockey League until now. Ladies and gentlemen, Marc-Andre Fleury.
Mark, congratulations. You are now the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights. You have a standing ovation. You have the crowd screaming your name already. Describe your emotions at this moment.
I don't know. I didn't expect that. You know, that's a little crazy, but obviously really excited. You know, to get this started. You know, with to be doing so well tonight here, and I heard that we sell out our season tickets already, and also to have the fans and the community behind us, I think it'll be fun.
Well, congratulations, Mark. We look forward to seeing you in this new Vegas Golden Knights uniform this upcoming season. A three-time Stanley Cup champion, Marc-Andre Fleury, headed to the Vegas Golden Knights. And one more selection for Las Vegas. And George, you've got the Washington Capitals. Who do you take from them?
From Washington, the Vegas Golden Knights select Nate Schmidt, defenseman.
Nate Schmidt played 132 regular season NHL games, and in the last 2 years, he scored 5 goals and added 38 assists. A distinguished college hockey career at the University of Minnesota. He went undrafted, was signed by Washington in 2013 by none other than George McPhee, who was the Caps general manager at the time. So it is Nate Schmidt, the defenseman of the Washington Capitals, the newest member of the Golden Knights.
30 players now belong to the Vegas Golden Knights after this expansion draft. And George, a final word from the general manager. Your goal, George, I'll come over because I know you can't hear me, but your goal going into this expansion draft, we know you acquired a lot of picks. What was it from the outset?
Well, we had two objectives. The first was to put a team on the ice that was entertaining and competitive, and one that the NHL and Las Vegas can be proud of. The second objective was to acquire prospects and surplus draft picks that can help us draft our way to success. Time will tell if we met those objectives, but we're certainly delighted with the way that it went, and it was a fascinating experience. Thank you, Las Vegas, for attending tonight. It's been a great ride so far. Thank you.
And delighted indeed as we take a look back at the roster that has been compiled throughout the evening for the Vegas Golden Knights and to build their team for the future. The Vegas Golden Knights got 11 draft picks. One was later traded back. A three-time Stanley Cup champion, and Marc-Andre Fleury is heading to backstop this team.
3 goaltenders. Jeff Berube goes from the New York Islanders, and Calvin Pickard from the Colorado Avalanche as they move from the net out with this expansion draft.
All right, Vegas, how do you feel? Do you like this team? I like it. All right. Well, there you have it. It is the home opener here at T-Mobile Arena on October 10th. We hope to see all the fans in attendance, and that concludes the NHL expansion drafts.
Well, there we have it. The